Hello everyone, my name is Comet and today I can finally say it. I am officially a Diamond player, baby. I have reached the rank of Diamond 4 and this means that our road to Diamond is finally complete. And I am very happy for it because I have learned, man, I have learned so much in this adventure that I'm like, this is one of this game right here, Apex Legends, was a true gift from God, man, in my life because holy shit, I really enjoyed every single moment of my climb. It was tough. I did play a lot of matches. I think I played 500 matches. But I learned a lot, especially that at different rank levels, people will play the character very differently, and that is something that is beautiful to watch. And I want to explain in this video what has been my experience, what I've learned, what I've seen, and what is coming next. So after this, after I reached diamond, in fact, when I reached platinum, and I started climbing through it, I climbed to platinum 3, platinum 2. I actually very quickly started to have more and more diamond players, master players, and Apex Predator players, to a point where when I was platinum 1, I was never having gold or platinum on my teammates anymore. At all. It was only diamond, master, or Apex Predator players on my teammates and, as my teammates and on the enemy team as well. And some of them are just a pleasure to have on my team because I learned so much from them. I think, especially, I want to say it in this video. What's the difference between those players and players in the lower levels? Because there are some characters that are truly highlights of everything. The biggest highlights are Wraith, Lifeline, Horizon, Bangalore, Crypto, and Mirage and Loba. So by this I mean that when you have these characters on, when you have a player that is an Apex Predator and they main this character on you and they're playing with you, wow, what you learn from that is just, it doesn't have a price. It's wonderful. So let's start with Wraith. I think these are the best, absolute best type of players to have on your teammate. To have as your teammate if you want to learn about the game, because Wraith players, they tend to have, like, Wraith, the character on itself cannot really do as much as other characters, especially as much as a Horizon, for example, in certain scenarios. For example, if you are stuck on a wall, Horizon can just climb it over there. But Wraith players need to think, first off, maybe we should just avoid this wall. Or second off, if we are forced to get into this wall, how can we move around? So, like, since the character on itself has certain limitations, Wraith players know these limitations really well, to a point where I'm gonna play around those limitations, and instead I will just look for where I am strong. They tend to play with their strength, and this is just beautiful to watch, man. If you have, at least me as a diamond player with my current skill levels, having a Wraith main, an Apex Predator Wraith main on my team means that I'm gonna learn a lot that much. And that's just beautiful in the same sense of Lifeline. Lifeline players and Wraith players, these are players that know what they are doing. They will know their rotations. They will have good gunfight level. They will have good mechanics as well. They will have good strategies. They are kind, especially this is the biggest difference between the high level Wraith players and the lower level Wraith players. Top level Wraith players, they are extremely kind. They are very nice to have on your team, and they will do everything in their power to help you on and your other team, and your other teammate to survive and reach the top together. These are very kind people, and it's just a pleasure to have them. Like, I have learned the most out of the Apex Predator Wraith players. And next, obviously, from Lifeline players, because the character in itself doesn't have extreme mobility like a Horizon would have or like a Pathfinder would have. So they have to play around this mobility difference. And Wraith, which doesn't have much verticality, again they have to play around those stuff. And it's just really nice to know that these people know how to play around those stuff. So Lifeline players, Wraith players are the ones that I like to have the most on my teammates. And after this, I want to give a shout out to Horizon mains. Now, you're gonna have Horizons in every single match. Now that I'm reaching Diamond and I'm getting Diamond Master and Apex players, you're gonna have Horizons in every single match. Either on your team and on the enemy team. Something that definitely does not happen, let's say, in Silver or Gold. Here you're gonna have it. And Horizon players are like they are very stable. They are constant. You will never see a bad Horizon player. You will never see a Horizon player that has bad level skills or bad level knowledge, etc. However, you also will have Horizons that will not be able to carry you as hard as, let's say, a Wraith main. But nonetheless, they are extremely stable. When you have a Horizon on your team, you know that you have a guaranteed spot in the top 10 because they are smart enough to know, okay, if my teammate dies instantly off drop, I'm just gonna hide and play it safe. They will not try to go on 1v3 like some of the lower level Octane mains, for example, or Pathfinder mains. No, Horizons, they know it. However, there is something that I must say. I think now that I had these high level players on my team, I can see now the limitations of a character. For example, if a Wraith player has to be 10 out of 10 on point in all aspects of the game, while a Horizon main, they can afford to be an 8 out of 10, for example, because the character is just so powerful that it will compensate for this stuff. And you can see this very clearly, especially in the aim that some of the Horizon players will have. They might not have the best aim in comparison to the other players, but they don't need it because the character can make up for it. You know, if you are stuck for example, if you are stuck inside a building and people are trying to come to you and you cannot aim at them, you can just block the entrance with the gravity lift or trap them with a black hole and some arc stars or some grenades. This character just has so much utility that you don't need to be the best player to use her. And this is something that's very important because as I climbed higher and higher, I realized that characters became much more valuable. Like having certain characters became much more valuable than your standard Pathfinder, Wraith, Octane, you know. And especially in some maps. Like in some maps you would like to have a caustic. Period. In other maps, you would like to have, just to put an example, right? Maybe a Newcastle, and so on and so forth. So the characters you pick, now that I'm getting higher and higher, they become super important to have, especially because some characters, like I mentioned, like Horizon, they are so powerful that even if you're not that good, they will make up for the strength and they will give the enemy an advantage. Because let's say that you are a 7 out of 10 player yourself. Well, a 7 out of 10 Wraith main will not be able to do as much as, let's just put an example, as a 7 out of 10 Loba main. You know, because Loba is so powerful that she can make up for this. Same, I think Catalyst is very strong, and then Bangalore is a bit different. I have yet to find a bad Bangalore player. Every single Bangalore player is good. Period. Like, and not only this, it's like all of them, they are 10 out of 10 players, and on top of this, the character is one of those characters that make up for the difference. So it's like having a Bangalore is a guaranteed top 3 man. This character is insane, and people who play Bangalore is insane. There's a reason why the number 1 PC player on Apex Predator, the best player in the entire world. There's a reason why he's a Bangalore player. Like he only plays Bangalore, you know, because he has all these mechanics. And on top of it, he's using the right character to boost all of these mechanics and strategies and knowledge and everything. This is a character, like, if you want to get carried hard, you want a Bangalore player on your team. And also, if you want to carry hard, this might be the character to choose, Bangalore. Like, it's just so good. And so huge shout out to Bangalore players, because they're the peak, man. Peak of Apex Predator is Bangalore player, I think. Wraith mains are amazing, but the character itself has limitations. Lifeline players are also amazing, but again, the character itself has limitations. But I don't think that these characters are bad. So a lot of people think that Lifeline is bad, and I don't think that at all. I think as a solo player, Lifeline is really fucking good, because you can heal yourself, you can heal your allies, you can revive idiots that drop hot and die instantly. It's just really good. You just need to learn how to work without mobility. Horizon players, or rather, the Horizon character in itself is really powerful. It's one in the same tier as Bangalore, I would say. Octane is Octane. I think Octane has very clear limitations. Now that you lose 20 HP, I think it is 20 HP when you use your Steam. That, like, you can feel it. You can feel that difference, especially in the early fights, because that extra HP that you miss, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it in a fight. And if you're not careful, you can literally end up dying because you use too many Steams. In fact, I've had players that end up emptying their entire HP bar because they didn't stop using Steams. So I think Octane has limitations, but I would say that he's still up there maybe with Wraith. He's a bit higher because he's easier to use, at least for Diamond. For Diamond, he's definitely a bit higher. But I don't know how he's gonna be when you only have Master players and Apex Predator players on your team. That is something that I will have to learn in the future if I go for a Master and Apex Predator. But aside from these characters, huge shout out to Crypto mains. I've never seen smarter players than Crypto mains. It just blew my mind what you can do with this character. Like, there was this match where we dropped Hot because we had an Octane player. I couldn't find a weapon, and my Octane was just fighting non-stop. He dropped, obviously, he died instantly. And then, since I didn't have a weapon, I dropped as well. But Crypto was hidden. He waited for about a minute and a half so that everyone was away. He went and collected everything with the drone. He revived us with the drone, and then he killed the enemy team with the EMP plus grenades plus him. Like, Crypto, they're just so smart, man. They're really fucking good at playing well. When the game is about, like, if the match slows down, if you're not just going around trying to kill, Crypto is probably the best recon player character. And I mean probably because Seer was recently changed, and now he has some stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Like, I think he has a silence, it just doesn't make any sense. But aside from that, Crypto is like, he's just so good for controlling this stuff. And so it's always nice to have a Crypto. It's like having Crypto are always good as well. It's like having a Horizon is a guaranteed top 10. They tend to have good mechanics. The aim is decent enough. It's a pleasure to have them. And then we have Mirage and Loba mains. It's a guaranteed top 5. Now, Mirage, a lot of people say that Mirage is shit, and I don't really agree. If you are solo, Mirage is not that bad. Especially now that you can revive teammates, you can open the support beans, you can therefore have the extra healing on the zone. Mirage is really good. And a lot of the fights recently, since people are always hiding, they're no longer going out in the open killing people. Um, in the last few ring stages, obviously, Mirage is really good, especially because you will have Bangalore players up in the smoke, and with Mirage clones, that's a lot of chaos that you can't control yourself because people will start hitting your clones and you will know where they are. And I think Mirage is not that bad, man. Mirage is really good. And however, people play Lava so much again that you kinda end up getting used to Lava players on the enemy team. Same with Horizon. But when you're there on your team, it's just a guaranteed top 10. Kind of similar to Horizons, which is nice to have. It's safe. It's they are safe players, and one of the things that, in fact, I would even say Lava is almost a guaranteed top 6 or top 5 if they play it well. But aside from these, all of these stuff that I've seen, like out of these that I learned from Wraith players, Lifeline, Horizons, etc., really showcases that there's a difference in the characters that you pick and their power. And I want to learn what this power difference is. However, I know for a fact, and I can feel it, that it's very different to use a certain character in Diamond than it is to use a certain character in the higher levels. And this just excites me, because I have learned so much this season. I have improved a lot. My aim has improved so much. My dueling has improved so much. In fact, I had a 1v3 recently, and it was my first 1v3, and I was like, holy wow, did I actually do that? Yes, I did, and I just was amazed of these changes, and I want to keep climbing. I want to keep improving. I want to keep learning, and I don't know if I'm gonna be making a road to masters. I don't know yet, especially because the rank rotations is so fucking dog shit, man. World's Edge is the rank where if you are a solo, is the map where if you are a solo player playing rankeds, you will get the most hot drops. People die, and you will have to rat. And it's not even close. Like World's Edge is that map, and Storm Point is the second map where this happens. People will die, drop hot, people will drop hot instantly, and you are forced to rat if you want to go positive. Because again, you're not going against bronze players here. You're going against really good players that will kill you on sight. You have to do a lot even to 1v1. Now you can 1v3 if you isolate them and you go one by one, but more often than not, that is not the case. More often than not, they are positioned in a way where the 3 people are watching an entrance, and the 3 people will shoot at you. But I do like Broken Moon a lot. However, playing on Storm Point and on World's Edge is not something that I want to do. Like, maybe I should just soak it up and try to see how it goes. And what I'm gonna do is exactly that. I will try to see how it goes, and then continue my climbing. That's what I'm gonna be doing, I think. Or sorry, if it goes well, I'm gonna continue my climbing, and I will keep bringing Apex Legends to the channel, so that you guys can see my improvements. And especially because, like, the higher you climb, the better you get. And having Apex Predators in the past is just so fun, man. The only issue that I found is that it has become very clear that you kind of need a squad. It might not be as before, where last season you needed a squad 100% of the time as soon as you reach Diamond, because if your squad just drops hot and dies, you will not get any points that match. But this time, you have the opportunity to get points. So I will see how it goes. I will play some matches to see how it goes. Perhaps from Diamond 4 to Diamond 3, I'm gonna be playing some matches to see how it goes. And if I end up enjoying the experience of playing solo in this match, in these ranks, I will keep bringing Apex Predator to... Sorry, I will keep bringing Apex Legends to the channel. I do want to become an Apex Predator in the long term, but that might not be happening this season. But this season we have done a lot. I have learned a lot. I have improved a lot, and I want to keep learning, man. It's just so fun. And one of the things that I might do is find out which character works well. But I think that will be more important when I reach into Master than right now in Diamond, because right now in Diamond, Octane still works so well. But we're gonna see how he performs in the when I reach Masters. For now, though, I'm gonna leave the episode over here. I am a Diamond player now. Let's fucking go, baby.